I'm delighted to bring you a special report on the launch of Walk for Hope from the Foundry, the social impact hub that houses non-profit organizations located in the heart of Singapore in Prinsep Street. Walk for Hope is a campaign started by Singapore's first and only crowd-funded charity, Ray of Hope. Founded in 2012, Ray of Hope has already raised $21 million in donations. Walk for Hope is supported by St. Joseph's Institution and us at Connected to India and Huddle. I got a chance to speak to the newly elected Member of Parliament, Chai Inzo, from Bishan Topayo GRC or constituency, Ben King, Managing Director of Google Singapore, Alicia Altofer Ong, Executive Director of Ray of Hope, founder of a group of walkers with over 1,000 members in Singapore called Trekkers at Heart, Vivek Vaidya, and Shaija George, member of Wednesday Walkers, which has over 400 members. Alicia, congratulations on the phenomenal launch of Walk for Hope.
Thank you so much, Himanshu. Really only possible because of the wonderful partners who come on board.
Introduce Ray of Hope to our audiences.
So Ray of Hope is Singapore's first and only crowdfunding charity, and we're committed to serving emerging and unmet needs in Singapore. That means for those who have no access to traditional support structures.
And tell us about Walk for Hope and how can people take part in Walk for Hope?
I'd love to. Really easy. You just sign up online, go to the page walk.rayofhope.sg. There you'll find it's possible to register for the event as well as to start a peer-to-peer fundraising campaign to support our work.
Is there a fee?
Yes, there is. It's $60 to commemorate SG60. And really, there's also the chance to sponsor a community member to walk with you when you sign up. So it's going to be a wonderful gathering of Ray of Hope community members together with those of us from the broader community who want to go together.
And Alicia, I believe people will get this cool t-shirt which I'm wearing when they pay the $60.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of thought has gone into the design of this t-shirt and we look forward to seeing you all there.
Good luck, Alicia, and I'm sure we'll be able to raise 500,000. A Ray of Hope will be able to raise 500,000 with Walk for Hope.
Thank you so much for your support, Himanshu. Stronger together.
Yincho, congratulations once again on getting elected as a Member of Parliament. How does it feel?
It's been a really busy period over the past few weeks, just easing into the role. It's also been great because I've got to meet so many cool people like yourself and the cool work that is happening in the communities as well. And it's really a pleasure to be here this morning.
With regards to your community work, your work with the migrant workers is very well known. How did you get interested in specifically this cause?
Yeah, so I grew up in a place called Geylang all my life. I still stay there today. Geylang, by most Singaporeans, is known for the bad stuff. So a red light district, a place of crime. It happens to also have a huge community of migrant workers, many of them who live in the rented properties there. So one of my beginnings of interest was really a personal interaction with a group of them who became good friends. Every weekend we'll play badminton in the back alley behind my house. And that's how I got to know them as friends. And beyond the labels, right, of migrant workers. It wasn't actually something that I connected with, migrant workers as a label, but it was them as people. So that got me into the whole journey of seeing how, even though we were similar ages, we led completely different lives. And also how with migrant workers and their living conditions, their working conditions, sometimes it's not so ideal, especially in a place like Singapore. And that was also the beginning of advocating for them through events, bringing Singaporeans with migrant workers with the hope of bridging divides. So that's kind of how it started.
Yeah. Very impressive. Like I said, it's great to see that Singapore's future is in hands of compassionate leaders like yourself. What would be your message to Singaporeans and Singapore residents for Walk for Hope?
Yeah, so Walk for Hope is really a massive effort, not just in getting up the fundraising as a platform, but a massive effort in terms of how it desires not to, for a single person to write a check for the cause, right? But for $500,000 worth of monies to be raised for charitable purposes by a large community of people. And it's intentional in the design because we are not looking for big contributions in cash, but we're looking for big contributions in time, effort, sweat and blood, like was mentioned. And I think that's really the message to people who are involved. Singaporeans as well as residents in Singapore, you guys have contributed to Singapore in many different ways and different roles, but it's really coming together for a cause bigger than ourselves, and Walk for Hope really represents that. So that's really what I hope everyone would see and enjoy in the process of walking for a good cause and walking for hope with Ray for Hope, with Ray of Hope.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure. Yeah. Thanks so much. Yeah.
When you accepted the invite for Walk for Hope almost immediately, what resonated with you?
Look, we at Google, we really truly believe in developing an inclusive society, a society where nobody gets left behind. Certainly we come at it from a tech lens. This is obviously a little bit different, but it resonates with us because so many different sort of emerging and new needs, they come to life day to day, and we need to make sure that we're supporting initiatives that really sort of tackle those head on. For us, it's just wonderful to see a coming together of so many different organisations. St Joseph's Institution, bringing their energy to fundraising, partners like Connected to India and Huddle, to really think about the amplification of the campaign messages. So, look, it was an easy initiative to get behind and an easy invite to accept, to be honest.
Thanks for that. Tell us a bit about what are the other community engagement initiatives Google does in Singapore.
Well, yeah, so we've been here for around 20 years, and part of our strategy is to make sure that we bring the best of what's happening globally to life in a really hyper-local sense here in Singapore. And there's a bunch of different things that we do, but really that's anchored around our mission statement of empowering Singaporeans today for tomorrow. So to give you a sense of some of the things that we do, .org, our philanthropic arm, has invested quite heavily into a range of initiatives around scams. We work with partners like Bamboo Builders, RSVP Singapore to really engage vulnerable segments of the community to help them understand how to get the best out of digital, but to do it in a safe fashion. And when I mean vulnerable segments of the community, I mean the elderly, our youth. So we work very closely with those organisations to bring that to life. We also really love to see our Googlers, our employees, go out into the community and do their own thing to support various different initiatives that are close to their heart.
Could you give us a sense of number of people Google would have positively impacted in Singapore?
So there's a range of different things that we do. There's no one holistic number. There's various different numbers that go between the initiatives. So with regard to skilling initiatives, we actually set out to skill around 3,000 people at the beginning of COVID. And that was through our Skills Ignition SG program. Actually, over the years, that's strengthened and evolved to a point where we've engaged over 15,000 people. Actually, it's a little bit higher than that now. But these programs, when you say 15,000 people, that's not necessarily talking in the millions and billions that Google might normally talk through, but they're really high-touch programs, very hand-to-hand, often quite long in duration. Some of them actually last 12 months, where we actually ingest trainees into our own organisation. So over 15,000 people through our Skills Ignition SG. With regard to our community outreach on scam prevention, that's reaching into the thousands now. We originally started with just 200, 300, 400. That's now into the thousands. The last program that we've launched, in the last sort of 5 years or so is the Be Internet Awesome program, which is actually into the hundreds of thousands. Around 150, 160,000 youths and parents have been reached through that program as well.
That's very impressive. Thank you, Ben. Trekkers at Heart, what an interesting name, Vivek. How did Trekkers at Heart come about?
So this is a story of one Facebook post going viral and becoming a community. I'm a trekker, and when I started my second stint, I was looking for like-minded trekkers to trek with. So instead of joining other group, I thought that I'll create my own group. So I created a Facebook post. It really went viral. This was in November of 2017. And after that, one thing or the other kept happening. And now we have 1,000+ group. And since November 2017, we haven't missed even one Saturday where we haven't conducted a walk.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And what resonated with Trekkers at Heart about Walk for Hope that you guys accepted very readily to help Walk for Hope?
So there are two aspects of the trekkers that have come together. Number one is their health consciousness, and the second is social consciousness. So we are always ready and happy to support any worthy social causes that resonate very well with our team. walking is something that we do regularly, and therefore we support any social cause that is looking for walkers, that is looking for trekkers who come together and raise money.
Can you elaborate a bit more, Vivek? What would Trekkers at Heart be able to do? You saw the target which Alicia announced earlier, that they are wanting to raise 500,000, and the minister said it's not an easy, it's a very ambitious target. How do you think Trekkers at Heart would be able to help?
We would be happy to conduct a walk with all the organizers where they can come and promote the cause. They can let our members know about the cause. And after that, we will conduct a donation drive within our community. We had recently conducted, on the Labor Day, we conducted one charity drive and we raised a substantial sum of money. So we would do what we can. I think every bit of dollar counts, and that's what we will be happy to do.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So I'm missing Pawan today, Shaju. It would have been great to have him also here for the launch of Walk for Hope. But tell me about Wednesday Walkers. How did it come about, and why did you guys decide to support Walk for Hope?
So we are a community of walkers, okay? And when we have a set of enthusiasts, there's always somebody who sets the bar high for everybody else. And we have a guy, Girish, who walked around Singapore for a total distance of 100 kilometers. So Pawan Bhargava, my friend, and I were so inspired that we decided to go for a walk. So we started from the Lakeside MRT station to Lamppost 1 into us and back. Now this may sound like the extreme west of Singapore, but that was a total distance of 45 kilometers. So we totally enjoyed the walk and we decided to do it more frequently. And then our friends, neighbors joined, and through sheer word of mouth, our group is now over 400 members. Okay. So last year, 15th of May, we had our first walk. And every Wednesday, we go for a walk. Apart from the Christmas day, we've had a walk every day, rain or shine. So this has become a midweek exercise for us, where we just go explore the whole of Singapore, meet some amazing people, and have some fantastic conversations. So today, we've become a very strong community, and we are also looking at creating an impact and giving back. And that's how we got to know about Ray of Hope, of course, thanks to you. And what I liked about Ray of Hope is that they are helping individuals and families at the bottom of the pyramid in a very transparent way. That's really powerful, and we're very happy to support you, and all the power to you guys.
Thank you, Saju. So as you heard, collectively, we are aspiring to raise $500,000. Please share this interview and spread the word. Thank you.